In the heart of a dense, ancient forest, there was a tunnel carved into the side of a mountain centuries ago. Locals whispered that it was cursed. No one dared to venture inside. One stormy night, a young traveller named Elias found himself lost in the forest. The rain poured down in sheets, and the wind howled through the trees. Desperate for shelter, he stumbled upon the tunnel's entrance. Despite the eerie feeling that washed over him, Elias had no choice but to seek refuge inside. The moment he stepped into the tunnel, the sound of the storm outside faded away, replaced by an oppressive silence. The air was thick and heavy, and the darkness was so complete Elias could barely see his own hand in front of his face. He fumbled in his pack for a torch and managed to light it, the flickering flame casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. As he ventured deeper into the tunnel, Elias began to feel as though he was not alone. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and faint whispers echoed through the passage. He tried to convince himself it was just his imagination, but the feeling of being watched grew stronger with every step. After what felt like hours, Elias came to a large chamber deep within the tunnel. The walls were lined with strange ancient symbols that glowed faintly in the torchlight. In the center of the room stood a stone altar, and on top of it lay a single blackened key. As Elias approached the altar, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. He felt a cold hand grip his heart, and a voice, deep and resonant, spoke directly into his mind. "Take the key," it said, "but know that once you do, you will never be free." Elias hesitated, his hand hovering over the key. He knew taking it would be a mistake, but something compelled him to reach out. As his fingers closed around the cold metal, the torch in his other hand flickered and died, plunging him into total darkness. The whispers turned to screams, and Elias felt himself being pulled into the void. He tried to fight, but it was no use. The darkness consumed him, and he was alone no more. From that day on, the tunnel was silent once again, and no one ever saw Elias emerge. But on quiet nights, when the wind was still, those who passed by the entrance could hear faint whispers, calling out from the depths of the earth, begging for someone to take the key and set them free.